Cell phone culture. How cultural differences affect mobile use. According to the World Bank, the cell phone is a device that 3/4 of the world inhabitants have access to. However, the words used to describe it and the etiquette of how to use it differs across cultures. One thing they have is different names. In the United Kingdom, it's called a mobile. In the United States, a cell phone. In Latin America, it's called a cellular. In Japan, a kiite, which is a portable. In China, a shoji, which is a hand machine. In Israel, it's called a pelephone, which is also, that means a wonder phone. In Germany, it's called a handy. And in Sweden, a nolly, which means teddy bear. The netiquette in Japan is the first topic we're going to go over. On commuter trains, they are told repeatedly to switch their mobiles to vibrate or silent, and this is often referred to as a manner mode. Using phones in public is frowned upon in Japan. People in the land believe that collective needs of the people are to be put above individual needs. They value harmony, and social disturbances are not acceptable. Texting, games, email, and novels are more popular than voice calls among the Japanese people. Netiquette in Spain and Italy is next. Mobiles are used everywhere in Spain and Italy, and they don't mind discussing personal lives in public. They happily answer calls in restaurants, during business meetings, conferences, and sometimes even during concerts. Many believe that you have an obligation to be available to close friends, colleagues, and customers. There is an obligation of accountability. Phone culture in parts of India and Africa. There's a culture of split-second calls known as flashing or beeping. It is when a person calls a mobile telephone number but hangs up before the mobile's owner can pick up the call. Then the mobile owner can phone them back, thus picking up the tab for the call. The beeping may have different meanings depending where you are in Africa or India. Sometimes it may mean come pick me up. Sometimes it means hi. Sometimes it means I'm thinking of you. And sometimes it just means hey, call me back. It was also added that if you're trying to woo a lady, don't flash her, ever. In the U.S., a Cellphone market research poll found that 72% of Americans considered loud conversations in public to be the worst habits of cell phone users. Some people are accepting of phone calls, but not of people talking to disembodied voices on the phone, such as Apple's robotic assistant, Siri. Sometimes that really gets people upset. Now I'd like to spend just a few moments with some cell phone fun facts. Some of these I was very surprised. Cell phone fun fact number 1. Your mobile phone has more computing power than the computers used for the Apollo 11 moon landing. Your mobile phones have 18 times more bacteria than toilet handles. Ugh. Nomophobia is the fear of being without your mobile phone or losing a signal. Also, 100,000 mobile phones are dropped down the toilet in Britain every year. Speaking of toilets, more people in the world have mobile phones than have toilets. Pretty amazing. And lastly, since we're talking about countries, I thought it'd be good to note that mobile phone throwing is an official sport in Finland. I'm not sure what it takes to win or how you lose in the sport, but I was quite amazed that phone throwing is a sport.